Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here with Sebastian Stan, Captain America Civil War star. How's it going, man? How are you?
I'm great. How you doing?
Glad to have you here. So, Civil War is coming out. What are fans most excited to see?
Hopefully my character.
Oh, yeah?
Well, look, it's a great movie. It's got everybody in it. Everyone's fantastic in it. Great action sequences, and it's gonna tear up a lot of hearts.
Great. So, take me back. So, it's a huge star-studded cast. What was the first day on set like?
First day on set was kind of quiet for me because I was trying to concentrate, and then Chris Anthony showed up, Downey Jr. showed up, and it got pretty loud. Everybody
Yeah.
started laughing. Yeah, it was kind of hard to keep a straight face.
Who's the loudest on set?
Anthony Mackie, hands down.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is he always just yelling?
He's
Or
the
just...
MC of the century.
Nice. Good to hear. So, who were you most excited to meet this on the set?
I was definitely excited to meet Downey for sure. Not only because he's an amazing actor that I've followed for years, but also because in this film he's my opponent. I
Yeah.
wanted to stare into his eyes and let him know that I mean business.
Yeah.
And I did for about 5 seconds.
Just want to let you know, 1,000 viewers, a lot of love from everybody. Everyone's telling you how much they love you. Got Jerry Jenkins saying hello.
Well, I love all these people
Great.
out there.
Awesome. Keep it going. Everybody, just a reminder, Sebastian Stan, Civil War, Winter Soldier. So, tell me a little bit about the prosthetic arm. What's it like wearing it?
The arm, they basically made this arm based on my own arm about 3 years ago, and it's become like my pet everywhere I go. I sort of kind of miss it and wonder about it and don't feel complete when I don't have it. But it's an intricate process. I have to get inside of it, and everybody else knows how I do that.
Nice. Is it heavy? Does it feel heavy at all?
No, it's not heavy, but it definitely helps me get into character for sure.
Cool, cool. So so I was curious, do you read comic books? You
I
interested?
do now.
Oh, yeah?
I do now.
Ever since
The,
joining?
Yeah, well, the Captain America ones, but I didn't grow up with them, so it's not like necessarily my go-to. Yeah, I did. Actually, funny enough, I was more familiar with the DC characters when I was growing up rather than the Marvel ones.
So I have a question here from Andrea. If you were another character from a comic, who would you be?
I don't know. I've always liked the Riddler when I was growing up. Yeah,
Nice.
I thought the Riddler was kind of a great malicious villain. It's hard, man. When you're in my world and you're dealing with the superheroes that I see on a daily basis, you kind of feel like you've arrived.
Cool. Do you have a favorite hero or villain that you like from any comics, other than the Riddler?
I actually like Baron Zemo, and it was great to see Daniel Bruhl do it because he was really great at it. He's a great actor, but and I've always kind of liked the Red Skull. I hope that we can see more of him in the future.
Nice, good choice. So I got a question from Uruguay. What was the hardest scene to film?
The hardest scene to film, without giving away the movie, was basically the last 25 minutes of the film, because there's a lot going on physically, mentally, and emotionally on all the characters.
Cool. So we know that Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, is Team Cap.
Right.
Is Sebastian Stan also Team Cap?
He is, because if he wasn't, then I'm not sure what would happen. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I think so. I don't know. I love Chris and Anthony, and I've gotten to know Jeremy pretty well. We do need to get Scarlett Johansson back on our team. It's something that I keep talking to everybody about. But it's just the dynamic between all of us is great. So I think so.
Awesome. I got a question from David here. What is the favorite movie you've ever done? Marvel or otherwise?
Movie I've ever done. Obviously, these Marvel films. But I really enjoyed working on The Martian. I mean, The Martian was amazing just because I was a space nerd growing up, so that for me was like a dream come true. And then I kind of have like the soft little spot in my heart for this early film Education of Charlie Banks that I did a while back.
Nice. Cool. So Chadwick Boseman plays Black Panther
Yeah.
in the movies. First time we see him in the MCU. What was it like working with him?
Chadwick is very intense, and he was great. I don't know. I didn't really get a chance to talk to him very much because every time I was seeing him, we were fighting, and he would have the mask on, you know. But look, I mean, I'm really excited to see where he's going to take the character next because I think it's a badass character, and he's perfect for it.
So I got another question from the fans. They want to know, Winter Soldier spinoff? Possibility? Anything? You interested?
Listen, I mean, I keep saying it. I'm ready. I'm
Yeah.
ready, but it's the fans that are going to make it happen. If the fans really want to see a Winter Soldier movie, you know, call up Marvel, do a petition, you know, scream it outside of your apartments late at night. You know, it might happen. I don't know.
That's right, everybody. Get out there. Let them
Get
know.
out there.
So you hold Captain America's shield quite a few times, not only in the movie, but we've seen you grab it in the Winter Soldier as well.
Oh, right. I thought you were going to say in real life.
Yeah, so actually that's what I'm getting to. So what is it like holding the shield in real life? Is it kind of cool, dream come true sort of thing, or is it like...
It's kind of like having a plate. You know, it's like a really, really thin wafer-like thing that is supposed to have all these sort of abilities. Look, I mean, it's always going to be iconic. You know, it's an iconic symbol that we grew up with, so it's kind of, you can't get that out of your mind, so to speak. But they like to tease me, Marvel, with the shield.
So I got another question for you, and this was actually asked from outside. Arm wrestling match between Bucky and RoboCop. Who's taking him down? Who's winning that?
I think Bucky would take him down, actually, in my opinion. And the only reason I'd say that is because one of the things that makes him stand out as a fighter is he'll, you know, very much in the Jason Bourne world, he'll use anything against you. You know, a straw, that phone, that piece of paper. You know, I mean, he'll try and kill you with whatever he can. Whereas I feel like RoboCop would just sort of, I don't know, try and stick to some book plan.
Yeah, play by the books. I hear you.
You know.
So I got another question here from Andrea, another Andrea. Who is the dream person you would love to work with?
The dream person I'd love to work with. There's so many. I would love to work with David O. Russell or Woody Allen or Martin Scorsese or something. Any of those directors to me are, you know, top of the line.
And then another question from Cecilia. What was your favorite movie growing up?
Well, Jurassic Park and Mrs. Doubtfire were the first movies I ever saw in a movie theater, so they were huge for me. But I would say The Sandlot and Back to the Future trilogy.
Nice. Good choices. Love Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Big fan of that.
Original.
Oh, yeah. So, do you enjoy working away from home a lot? Because you're, you know, always traveling, especially a lot. With this movie, you're in Germany all the time. And
yeah, I think it's kind of fun. You know, it keeps things interesting. I moved a lot when I was a kid, so for me it's more natural to kind of keep exploring different places and changing things up as opposed to being in one place for too long. It's definitely a perk of the job.
So I'm getting a lot of other questions here. What was it like working with Chris Evans?
It's always fun with Chris. I mean, he's really funny. He's very generous. He's actually hilarious. I feel like he should do more comedy. I don't know, but yeah, it's great. And look, we had a lot of scenes together, so you want to be working with somebody that's open-minded, that wants the best for the overall product. And I think he always comes from that perspective. So
another question that I have: when did you know that you wanted to be an actor?
I would say I was probably 8th grade. It really started happening for me in high school, and then in high school, it really started taking off.
And then, if you have any advice for people who are aspiring to be actors now, anything you say?
Just do it. Just get out there and do it. You know, like, don't read too much about it. Don't think too much about it. Don't ask too many questions. You know, just get up on a stage or memorize a monologue or have your friend tape you walk into a door. I don't know. I mean, just go out and do it and don't think about it too much.
What's the hardest part of being an actor?
You have to constantly for me, I feel like the best actors are the ones that are different each time, and they're versatile, and they kind of like make you look at them in a different way, even though you've gotten used to them in a certain way. And so I think that's what's difficult, is always keeping yourself interesting.
Cool. So what, do you have an all-time favorite location to shoot in? Anything?
New York City.
Yeah?
I would always pick that one first if someone asked me where to go.
Nice. What about it?
Well, I mean, I would be home, but then also, it's just like the movies that I grew up with, you know, Taxi Driver, Mean Streets, any of those, you know, Manhattan, like Annie Hall, like any of those movies were in New York, and so there's always going to be something kind of romantic to me about it. It's such a great backdrop for any story.
So this is kind of a funny question. Jerry Jenkins wants to know, aliens real, yes or no?
Who's real?
Aliens, real, yes or no?
Aliens are definitely real. They're among us right now. I mean, 100%. Look, Donald Trump's going to be president. You know, I mean, it's Independence Day is happening. It's all going to just happen in the next couple of years. We're gonna see. They're going to come after us.
So,
I mean, look, you know, he won Indiana. I'm having like a panic attack, but you know, other than that, I think it's great.
So what's something people would never know about you?
I'm really good at silent movie acting.
Cool. And are you a cat person or a dog person?
Am I a cat person or a dog person?
Fans want to know, man. They need to know everything.
Well, I grew up with a cat, first of all, so I do like the cats, but I became allergic to cats. And I love dogs, so I don't know. I think I'm probably both, I guess.
What about pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes, definitely, and then with a little maple syrup, you know, some blueberries, some whipped cream. Yeah, it's great.
All right, and we have one final question for you. Why should we go see Civil War?
Thank God I didn't answer with no. Because it's definitely the most it's the best Marvel movie that I think they've put out there yet. I mean, it has all the qualities of what makes Marvel great, but at the same time there's a whole new sort of introduction to all of these characters. It's heartbreaking, and it's really funny at times, and I think everyone's at their best in it.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. Sebastian Stan, Winter Soldier. Go check out Captain America Civil War.